welcome to PAXTON Road TV. I'm Sam Spurs for Life, and this is your PAXTON Road TV preview show for the league game, Premier League game at the weekend. Sunday, kicks off Sunday, 6th of November. It is obviously Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool. Massive game, massive game in the house. Joining me, I'm going to add them in individually. We have, firstly, there he is, the one and only Spurs. We have Danny coming on. Here he is, Sean Hell, and joining us as well. He hasn't been for a little while, but it is the man they call Darius 3K. Welcome to the stream, gentlemen. How are we doing?
Ooh, gosh. I don't know, Kulu's back. That's great, isn't it?
We're going to get into it.
Very happy,
yeah.
I guess. Very happy. It's great to see you guys as well. It's great to see you guys, by the way. Feel like I've been away for a long time.
Good to see you, Darius. I wouldn't count on Kulu.
I said that. I said I think he might be on the bench. I don't know if he'll start, but we'll see. Anyway, is he frozen already? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
3K, you're frozen. So when you can unfreeze yourself, do you know what I mean? He's unfrozen. Right, let's get onto this.
I'm back.
Right then, obviously a lot's happened in a week. A lot's happened since the Bournemouth game. We had a great result in that Premier League game, went on to then play Marseille in a must-win clash that we did win. And now we're on to another game, which I consider... Right, okay, I'm going to chat back. The next two league games, I think we've got 2 league games left before the World Cup. Is that right?
Yep. 2 league games. 1 cup.
4 points, I'm saying 4 points from these next 2 games. That will secure us in that top 3 or 4 area. But don't think we'll get a better opportunity to play a Liverpool side that we can beat than the one that we're going to play on Sunday. And so for that reason, when we get to the prediction, it's going to be a bold one, gentlemen. But I'm going to start with you, Darius, as you haven't been for a little while. The game coming up for you after the performance, you see the guys, again, 2 performances in a row where we've come back from a goal, 2 goals down in the case of the Bournemouth one. What are you expecting come Sunday?
I am expecting what we've probably been seeing for most of this, campaign. I'm expecting us to play exactly how we really played in that first half against Marseille, in terms of, letting them, dominate possession. And also Liverpool, I think, will press quite intensely and win the ball quite high. However, saying all that, I still think we've got a great chance of winning this game. And I think formation is very important. I think 3-4-3 will be the way to go forward, doubling up on the wide players that Liverpool have, and counter-attacking effectively and efficiently is, I'm assuming what Conte is going to tell those guys. Because if we can, exploit that Liverpool line and, maybe the lack of defensive quality in that back line, I really do believe that they are a team that don't really respect, people's styles of play, and they'll just keep playing the way they play. They'll keep attacking, and disregard, that high line and that counter-attacking threat that we pose. So I think it's going to be pretty much, normal day in the office for Spurs. Probably see a lot of angry tweets in the first half and the second half. But when if we score, I think it will calm a lot of people down. Because, if you play Liverpool, how we play, normally with a lead, I don't think a lot of people will complain. But home, I think people will expect a performance. I'm not expecting much. So, yeah, it's going to be a boring one, I think, for us fans again.
Wow, he's giving the whole show's done. Right, that's it, folks. We're out. Oh, no. Anyway, now you give a good
He's away for 2 months.
I've been gone. I've been
holding that in.
Too much studying, too much university studying. I had to get that out.
Let's keep on the bottom row then, and let's go with you, Mr. Hell, with that nice PAXTON Road T-shirt there. Do you want to present that to the viewers? Go on, let them see that PAXTON Road. Oh, there you go. There you go. So not only have we got hoodies, people, we've got T-shirts coming as well. So it's all good. Sean, your feelings about the game Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, I think you in your introduction, Sam, you kind of covered it. It's never a better time to play Liverpool, whose confidence, particularly at the back, seems to be a bit low. Certainly the dominance that Virgil van Dijk has had over Premier League defences doesn't seem to be there so much. They've got quite a few injuries. Midfield, they've got injuries too. and they're kind of blunt, really. I mean, everyone's been, and the Spurs fan base have been talking about that Son had been a shadow of the player he was last year, but Salah hasn't exactly been pulling up trees this year. You never know what you're going to get with Núñez. He's either good or he's rubbish. He doesn't seem to be, anything in between. And the only leveler is the depth of the injuries that Antonio confessed to this afternoon. Kulusevski only had half a training session today. Bentancur the same. We are being stretched. Just when we could do without being stretched, like you, I would like 4 points. I'd like to get the 6 points to the last 2 league games, particularly when I'm down for Leeds. But let's see how it goes and see what team he's able to put the patch together come Sunday at 4:30.
Well, that's an interesting point. So I'll come to you, Sid. Because of the injury situation, I watched a bit of the press conference today. Conte was very upbeat, and he should be upbeat. He's had 2 successful games where we've come back. He's seen the character of his team. He's exposed the character of his team, and it's good. It's good to see. But it might come at a cost. We've seen some injuries. We now know we've got some significant injuries. Where do you think, or who do you think may start in certain positions? Just give me a quick, what might be a surprise for you, shall we say?
Surprise for me. Do you know
Surprise.
what? Surprise. Where's Silla when you need her? I don't think there's going to be any surprises. It's just going to be who's fit, like Sean said and Darius said. Whoever's going to be fit and available are going to be playing. The surprise I would love to see, but I know it's not going to happen, is Gill starting and Spence starting. But we know it's not going to happen. I think the only surprise probably second half Kulu substitution, but I don't know. Honestly, I just don't know, because the question is who's fit, who's not fit. We know definitely Romero's not playing. We definitely know Son's not playing. It's just a matter of who's playing on Tuesday, and who's going to be fit and who wants to play. I mean, he said Mora's been saying he's not well. He can't last a full game. Bentancur wasn't 100% towards the end. Højbjerg wasn't 100% towards the end. But I think I'm confident them 2 will play. It's just a matter of up top. That is the problem we've got, because Mora on Tuesday, he was shocking. He just couldn't. And if he's not fully fit, then why play him? That's my opinion, right? Because he ain't going to be able to run. He can't run. He can't hold the ball up. If you're using him as a target practice, when we were kids and we used to hit the ball against the wall and the ball would come back to you. If you want to do that and pass it to him and get it back to do a 1-2, then yeah, you can use him to do that. But no. Question is, has he got confidence in starting with Gill, Papa Sarr, people like that? That is going to be the question.
I don't think he's going to have full confidence in someone like Papi Sarr. I think we've got enough in the midfield. It really does depend. Me and Darius had this discussion earlier, and I tend to agree. If, and this is a big if now, if Kulusevski's fit to start, which there is some doubt, but if he's on I think Darius kind of alludes, if he's fit and he's been doing training, I think he'll play, which means he may go for a 3-4-3. I don't think we've got too much of a problem in midfield, because I think we've got enough in midfield to combat Liverpool's midfield, because that's not their strongest point. It's the wide areas. Now, if you go 3-5-2, that means you're only there with one player in the wide area in your wing backs, which then becomes a 2v1 situation if you've got Salah on one side and whoever they play on the other side. Now, Salah's been playing in the middle, whether they play 2 wide players. Now, whether they go 4-4-2, it's all dependent on what Klopp does, because he's got problems as well. No Jota, no Diaz. Núñez is playing. Do they go 4-4-2? Because Núñez isn't going to play in a wide area. I think they'll go 4-3-3, as Darius has said, and they'll probably look to get down in the wide areas and try and attack 2v1 if we play a 3-5-2. If we go 3-4-3, then it's a 2v2 situation. Wide areas is going to win this game, gentlemen, in my opinion, and we've got to exploit them, because I don't believe that Liverpool defensively are anywhere near with the level that they've been in the last couple of years. For whatever reason, Trent is off the planet in terms of his form. Virgil van Disney's is what he's now being called. He's not looking great. I know they had the win against Napoli, but Napoli didn't really play that much of a team. They'd already qualified as group winners. So we can take that into consideration. Liverpool's away form at the moment is not great. Great opportunity, gentlemen. That's all I'm saying. Great opportunity. And Sid's shaking his head.
You know what, Sam? I can't lie to you. I had 4-3-3 for Liverpool down, but now you've mentioned that 4, and they've done it this season already before.
They have done it.
4-1-2-1-2. I think they might do 4-1-2-1-2 as well, just to throw off Conte. Because if they play 4-1-2-1-2, like you said, I forgot that Jota and Diaz are out. You play Salah up front with Nunes, and then you play, for example, I don't know, Harvey Elliott behind. Then you could play Thiago Jones, Thiago Henderson and Fabinho then, because then you've got 4 midfielders. Whereas if you play in Henderson and Thiago as a 2 midfield with Fabinho behind them, I don't think their legs is there. So now you've mentioned that 4-4-2, I could actually see a 4-4-2 diamond, which is a bit scary if we do play 3-4-3. However, like you said, if they do play 4-3-3, then I think we have to play 3-4-3. I don't know about you guys, but I know it's important that Kulu starts to play it in an effective way. I think he's starting. I actually think he's starting. I don't think he's good. I think he's starting. I really think he's not going to take any risks with Liverpool, knowing the fact that Arsenal could, go 8 points ahead. I think he's just going to carry on playing anybody who's fit.
Will he take that risk with a player when we've got no Richarlison? Richarlison, I don't think is going to come back before the World Cup. He says he's close.
He's not going to the World Cup. Let's not forget, Kulusevski is not going to the World Cup. So, as cynical as it sounds, if anybody's going to get injured and it's going to be,
correct,
worthwhile, should I say, or the most, safe injury for somebody to get, Kulusevski will effectively get 4 weeks to sit out as the World Cup goes on. So all these reasons are pointing to me that he's just going to basically say, give me everything you've got for these next 2 games, and then you can have 4 weeks off. So I think he's starting. I really do think he's starting.
Okay, let's have a look at some of the games coming up then. As we normally do, let's have a look at some of the fixtures if we can. Here we go. Let me just get rid of the banner at the bottom. I always do that. Go to the end, innit? Start at the beginning. Arsenal, top of the league, 31 points. Ooh, that's interesting. Didn't realise I had 31. Then Manchester City with 29. Both teams have played 12. We've played 13 games, but we are in third place, 26 points. And then Newcastle following 24 points. The reason why I say if we can get 4 points, it means that hopefully we could at least be in the top 4, because Manchester United, having played 12 games, are on 23 points, and Chelsea, having played 12 games, are on 21 points. Liverpool down in 9th, 16 points. As they mentioned in the press conference today, win this game against Liverpool, you go 13 points clear of Liverpool with 13 games played respectively. That's huge. That's huge. I don't care what anybody says. Getting that point, and I've got some bets going on. That's why I'm happy. Looking at the league fixtures for this weekend, Leeds versus Bournemouth kicks off. Well, it doesn't kick off because they all kick off at 3 o'clock, apart from Everton Leicester. So Leeds, Bournemouth, Manchester City, Nottingham Forest versus Brentford, Wolves versus Brighton are all the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Then you've got Everton versus Leicester, 5:30. And on Sunday, Chelsea, Arsenal, tasty fixture. Aston Villa, Manchester United, another tasty fixture. Southampton, Newcastle, West Ham, Crystal Palace, a London derby. And obviously the one that matters, 16:30. 4:30, Spurs versus Liverpool. Sean, apart from our fixture, which one stands out to you, or fixtures that stand out to you?
Well, the team I'm watching at the moment, I think, is Newcastle United, because I think
100%.
they've got some. I think their last 2 fixtures prior to the break are the easiest, so that we would have to expect them to get 6 points. So we need to stay ahead of them. At the minute, I'm still awaiting the Arsenal implosion. It's coming, lads. It's coming. Don't worry. But yeah, I think Newcastle are the team that I'm really watching out for. Manchester United and Chelsea they'll do what they'll do. I just hope Arsenal have got a very good record at Chelsea, and they're playing them this weekend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's we should rely on Chelsea doing a job for them. A draw would be obviously an excellent result, and obviously a Chelsea home victory. We will take that all day, because we like to see Arsenal suffer, and particularly with a long break coming in. But let's concentrate on our own game. Come on, let's concentrate on our own game. Deal what we can deal with, which is trying to get one more goal than Liverpool on Sunday afternoon.
Sid, I'm going to come to you next then. This is the form guide. We've won 3 games. They've won 2 in that period. We've lost 2. They've lost 3. Funnily enough, though, the 2 games that they've won in terms of Liverpool, this is only 1-0 victories, but one of them was a 1-0 victory. Both of them home games, one against Manchester City, one against West Ham. On the road, like I said, not been great this season. The last 2 away fixtures they've lost, and then obviously the big one, they lost again to Leeds at Anfield, where they haven't lost for a long, long time. I think we're going off the back of 2 victories where we've come back. Again, Sid, does form matter? You looking at this now, does this matter? Is this a case of the Liverpool games are usually pretty good? We'll see when we come to the last 5 fixtures, but does form matter going into this? Are you happy that Liverpool are in this state, or are you thinking, well, they've lost 2 games here, they could turn up and try and really go for it? What's your thoughts?
Listen, I've said this many times, mate. It's form for me doesn't make a difference, because how many teams have we played where they've not scored a goal? The striker's been on a goal drought. They've not won a game in 57,000 years. And they come to Tottenham. Then they come to Dr. Tottenham and they perform. So the fact that, you know what, they've lost a couple of games. They've not played awful. They've not been beaten convincingly. They've been beaten because they've not took their chances. And in many of them games, they've had opportunities after opportunities, because Liverpool, no matter what, will create opportunities after opportunities.
Good point. But they have been crap this season, because I've seen some of their games. They've looked awful. In that Leeds game, they were awful. At Anfield, they weren't very good. They weren't.
But the thing is, they get chances. I know they don't take the chances. They've been awful. But, all them chances that they've missed in previous games, they're going to come and they're going to bury them against Tottenham, because that's what always happens. And this is my fear, is no matter how bad they're playing or any team plays, when they come to us, we make them look like, no, I'm not even going to say Barcelona now, because you can't even say Barcelona, can you? The way Barcelona are playing, but
make them look like Benfica, the way Benfica are playing at the moment.
So results don't mean anything to me, honestly. I'm not bothered about the fixtures or the results. I'm just bothered about what happens on the day and who turns up. And as always, teams turn up because we allow them to turn up, and that's what's going to happen. You'll get my prediction at the end anyway.
It's not what's going to happen. That's what you think could happen. Let's not put too much juju. I'm going to say the word juju on camera. Don't put too much of that on here, man. Come on, Sid. Oh, I've got to stay positive. Anyway, I'm going to go back to these, Darius. Right, okay. Let me get off this so we can see, get the banners off. Right, the season comparison so far. Positions as we've seen for the league table. Tottenham in 3rd, Liverpool in 9th. We've won 8 games. They've only won 4. They've drawn 4. We've drawn 2. We've lost 3. They've lost 4. Average goals scored, very, very, very closely matched. We've got 2 exactly. They've got 1.92. Again, very closely matched in the average goals conceded per match. 1.25 to them, 1.23 to us. 4 clean sheets. Again, exactly the same. But as we saw in the Manchester United, there was a big comparison difference in terms of the chances created. And I think you alluded to this, Sid. 2.42 per match, as opposed to our 1.46. As we can see, the wins and the biggest wins and the worst defeats are there for us to see. But I'm looking at that stat there. You know, Darius, the 1.46 chances created to the 2.42. Again, is Sid right? If they take their chances, is it going to be a hard day for us?
I actually disagree, because I think Liverpool is that team, and Klopp's that kind of guy where they'll score 2 goals, and despite them, being on a 2-game losing streak, he'll be like, "Oh, got to go for 3, got to go for 4, rock and roll football." So I think Liverpool are one of those teams that will always leave an opportunity for us to score. And what the difference is, and Tottenham's YouTube channel recently uploaded this, a 5-minute clip of Tottenham scoring last-minute winners. Do you think you would have ever saw that on our YouTube channel ever before Antonio Conte? We had a whole 5 minutes of us scoring 90+ minute winners. And that again is another reason why I do think, even if we go 2 up, even if they go 2 up, sorry, I have the confidence, despite, you know, the amount of players that we've lost, given the fact that Liverpool have got a high line. And you know me, I am the sole flag waver of the Trent, you know, slander army. If he's on the pitch, there's always going to be an opportunity to get at that back line. So I think even if Liverpool take their chances, there's still going to be opportunities for us. And we've proven that we can create chances. It just seems that we have to concede first before we start doing it. So we might need them to score first. You never know. I mean, look at what happened at Marseille. As soon as they scored, we seemed to book our ideas up. So yeah, I think we'll be okay, even if they take the chances, to be fair.
Yeah, some people are saying that, you know, this has gone from Virgil van Dijk, renamed Virgil van Disney, Terence Trent-Arnold, no longer has the Arnold on his name, it's just Terence Trent, because he's lost the Arnold bit. So I don't know what's going to happen with all these players come Sunday, but I'm hoping, Sid, Sean, I'm going to come to you. Let's have a look at this again. I'm concerned, if I'm honest with you, about the chances created, because I looked at the same thing against Manchester United. I know we was at Old Trafford that time, but they took their bloody chances, and we really suffered because of mistakes in the back. We know that. But again, we have to be pretty faultless in terms of, you know, not conceding silly opportunities. Where, if Romero's not playing, what do you see the defense being? Is it going to go with the same formation that we had defensively against Marseille?
I wanted to ask Sean, do you like Dyer at right centre back? Because I like that. I think that was quite good.
I do like Dyer at right centre back, actually, because I think he plays that kind of he can do that marauding outer centre back role that Conte quite likes. You know, he likes a centre back turning up in the box, or, you know, turning up at right wing back and pinging a ball in. I think I mean, to be honest, of the allegedly fit players, obviously we don't know how that back three finished on Tuesday night, because nothing's been mentioned about them. But that is the strongest back three we've got currently available. So I would be tempted to go with that.
Not Sanchez. That's a surprise. Oh, sorry.
That's not.
Well, having said that,
no, I'm not even listening. Go and say your point.
Historically, Sanchez has had some good games against Liverpool, so
yeah,
I wouldn't.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't.
So has Tanganga. Yeah. Tanganga as well as another one.
Yeah. So, you know,
I forgot about it.
Who knows? I mean, to be honest, I wish we had the personnel to go 4-5-1 at the moment, because it does look like we're denuded at the front. I think you never asked me about the surprise appearance on Sunday. I think we might see Ivan Perisic in the front three. That might be a surprise.
Something that me and Darius talks about. If he is going to go 3-4-3, I don't think he trusts. If Moore's out, I don't think he trusts Gill enough to start. And I could see if Kulusevski's available, him on the right, definitely Perisic on the left, probably Sessignon at left wing back, Emerson will be at right full back, right wing back, and it'll be them three that started the game against Marseille. Sid, come to you now. Let's have a look. Recent meetings. The two last games against are really, really good games. The 1-1 and the 2-2, brilliant games of football to watch. Could have won both of them. Should have won both of them, if I'm honest with you. But then we had the 3-1 before that at Spurs, 2-1 against Liverpool back in December 2020, and a 0-1 loss January 2020. So we haven't beaten them at home in 3 games. Again, I'm going to ask you the question, because you're looking like you're being Darius 3K today. You are the new Darius 3K. You are definitely the new Darius. We're going to call you Sid 3K. Sid 3K, what are you saying?
What am I saying? That says it all, doesn't it? We haven't beaten them in them 5 games. So what more do you want me to say? The facts, it's written in black and white. It is what it is. We can't change it. We can't doctor it. We can't be Dr. Tottenham, though. We can't do anything with it. Facts are facts, and them stats say we haven't beaten them. And it's the same problem we've had over and over again, beating the big teams around us. We struggle. We struggle against Man United. We struggle against Chelsea. We managed to get a draw. Arsenal beat us. Newcastle, we can say now, are in there. They beat us. So it's nothing new, is it? Unless something drastically changes on Sunday, then yeah, But it's the same old, isn't it? With these big teams, we just become Dr. Tottenham and we just let them come to us and take away the points that we're not supposed to be giving them. So,
Sid, Darius, Sid. Sean, Darius, are you agreeing with Sid 3K here? Because he's doing my nutting now. He's taking me down here. I was like up for this game, and I'm going. If I see you down there on Sunday, I'm not even talking to you.
Listen,
I'm not coming in. I'm
Sam,
not sitting with you second half. What?
Sam, every game so far, how optimistic I was. On Wednesday, on Tuesday, sorry, Monday night, you and Sean weren't as optimistic, especially you, right? I was the
no, me, it was me.
And you, and then him. And I did say to you who was going to win 2-1, right? So I was optimistic. I'm always optimistic. So once I can be a bit low, I can become Darius 3K, 6-4K. I'll be 4K, yeah? But yes,
4K.
I can be that. So you know what? That's me. Unless they change my mind on Sunday, then I'll hold my hands up and say, you know what? Fair play to you. But stats don't lie. I'm sorry.
Very true, very true. So
it is a fixture that we have struggled with at home to Liverpool.
There you go. There's the head-to-head. That shows you again. It doesn't make good reading if you look at it there. So, the head-to-head against Liverpool, played them 60 times in the Premier League. We won 14. They've won 29, twice as much as us. At home, we've won 12. They've won 19 at their place. We've only won twice away at Anfield. So good job it's not at Anfield, because that's not a place. I've been there a couple of times and watched Spurs and never seen us.
Yeah,
I don't think I've even seen us score a goal there, to be honest.
Look at their away. They've won 10 away at ours. So.
Oh, Sid 4K, man. What are you doing, fam?
Listen,
I'm moving on. This is the last part because I can't.
Having said that, I think the worst that's going to happen to us on Sunday is a draw.
Wow.
Thank you, Sean. Positivity.
Hold that thought, Sean. Hold yours, Sid 4K. Darius, we're going to come back and we're going to do this in a minute. Right, this is the last part.
I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave now. Don't worry.
You're not going to like this bit.
Now, don't worry.
You're not going to like this bit because you ain't played enough rounds. That's why you got a little asterisk by your name. However, as you can see, picked up points for the victory against Bournemouth. Nobody got the correct scoreline. Sean still keeps his lead, 22. Sam, 20. Sid, 19. Darius, asterisk 7. Deji, asterisk 4. You lot need to sort yourselves out, man. Get your scores on the WhatsApp, whatever.
We're doing an Avengers collaboration. We're gonna join our points together and just carry on from there. So Darius and Deji are on 11 points. I'm gonna wave the flag. I'm gonna make sure that I get a spot on prediction this game. I'll be back in it. Don't worry.
Go on then. Go for it.
Am I first? Am I first? Oh wow.
That's right.
Okay. I am very, very much so. I don't care if people like it or not. I'm blindly following Conte because it's the players for me that have really caused some of these results to. Conte can take blame, but I blame most of the players. Anyway, saying that, I think Conte is going to make it very, very, very difficult. He's going to probably park the bus. He's not going to make it fun to watch. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 Tottenham win. I really, really think we'll beat Liverpool. It might be a higher scoring game. However, I just think the form they're in right now, the fact that we're at home, the fact that they aren't going to change the way they play, I could really see us actually doing something and it would be quite a shock because we've got barely any players at the moment. So I'm going to go 2-1. I have to say Kane to score because if I don't, I'll regret it when he does eventually score. And well, this is my new tactic. It has to be a set piece. So because we score set piece every game. So Perisic won't score because he'll take it. So that means that big head of Eric Dyer is going to get on from a corner and score. I think he's going to do so. Especially when, like you said, Sean, from that right centre-back position in the Conte system, he's allowed to get forward. And, out of all the centre-backs getting forward, Eric Dyer is most probably, furthest from a centre-back in terms of ability going forward and probably has a good strike and has a good cross on him as well. So, yeah, Eric Dyer is going to get forward. A bit similar to Bentancur's goal against Bournemouth, little scrappy goal inside the box from a set piece, and we'll be celebrating and we'll be closer to those scumbags and we'll be closer to Man City. And hopefully we can carry on. I can't remember who our game is. Leeds, obviously. It's Leeds before the break. So, yeah, Leeds will be a lot easier than Liverpool, but I think in terms of this game, 2-1, shocker, Kane, Dyer, set piece, no different to however we've done it in the past. So don't be surprised. That's my prediction.
Darius positive 3K. Sean.
Yep, I'm going for a win too. I think it's going to be very close. It might be very low scoring actually. I think it'll be it'll be a bit of a bore fest, but we do have an ace in the pack, and it's the Scouse killer. It's Harold Kane, free man of the City of London. So I'm expecting Kane to score the one goal to separate the two teams on Sunday, and I will be a very happy bunny.
So what's the score? 1-0, did you say?
1-0.
1-0, Kane.
Kane.
Wow, 1-0 Kane. Ooh. Before I come to the Sith Lord at the top there, I'm going to come with my score first. You know, Sith Lord Sith. You know what I mean? We can't go to him first. No, last. We're going to go to him last. Right. I'm going with a 3-2 scoreline here. Just like what Judge Jodi's saying, 3-2. I'm going with a Kane double.
Who's scoring, Jodi? Who's scoring?
Whoever Jodi puts, I'm going for a Kane double here. I like in your thinking there, Darius, with the set piece there. I like that. I do like that. So I'm going with a long leg. Because I think the guy he's definitely got a head on him. So everybody's got a head on him, but do you know what I'm saying? He's got a good one of them ones. So I think he can definitely up that. Yeah, I'm going with that 3-2. Sith Lord Sid, what are you telling me?
5G Sid.
5G Sid. You're on mute, 5G.
Got to be realistic here, man. We've got to be realistic. Look at the record we've got with Liverpool, right? Look at the record we've got against the top clubs. Look at the stats that David Clark just said about if we park the bus, 66 shots against us from Man United, Chelsea, and Arsenal, right? So, for me, do you know what? As much as I'm optimistic, and I want to be optimistic, we ain't got anyone to press them. Son's not playing right. If Kulu he's not going to start. He's going to get 15, 20 minutes. We ain't got anyone running at it to cause them problems at the back. They've got players that can cause us problems, right? And with Emerson and whoever's going to be playing.
That was me, by the way. I was trying to find some music. I couldn't find no them Darth Vader try. Dun, dun, dun. I tried to, but I weren't there. That was my best stuff. Sorry about that, Sid.
Oh God!
I felt like I was in an elevator, Sam. Rather than
I hear an earphone malfunction. Huh?
Level 5. Anyway, going back to
that's it now. Enough toys.
But no, you've got to be realistic, and they're going to cause us problems because we ain't got anyone that's going to cause them problems. They'll probably cause us more problems in midfield as well. We've only got Harry Kane. Whereas they've got enough players on the pitch that can cause us problems if need be.
Only Harry Kane.
Who's going to feed Harry Kane? This is the problem. Yeah? Who's going to feed the GOAT? There isn't anyone to feed the GOAT. So anyway, cut a long story short. 1-2. Liverpool to win 2-1.
What?
Yep, Liverpool to win 2-1.
You know what? Fair dues, Sid. Fair dues.
Sid, who's to score our goal then? Right? Just to add a bit of cherry on the icing on the cake, though. Who's to score our goal then, Sid?
It would be an own goal by Gomez.
He'll outdo himself from last week, yeah?
No.
That's quite... No, come on, Sid. You telling me the truth now, because I'm writing it down.
2-1 to Liverpool. All right. Because I'm telling you now, they've got more players that can score goals and cause us havoc than we have. If we had our full squad, then it might be an interesting game. But I think we're going to give them the opportunity to pepper us. And do you know what? They will. So I think 2-1 to Liverpool. Do you want me to tell you the goal scorer? Or
no, don't want to tell me nothing. You said the own goal to Gomez. I don't want to hear the Liverpool score. I'm not doing that. Bloody Sith Lord.
This is the first. Listen, I'm getting so much abuse. This is the first time I'm going to get scores, right?
If we win this game, if we lose this game, you're going to get it. If we win this game, you're going to get it anyway. Because
you know what? It's reverse psychology. I hope now that they watch this and they say, right, that bloody Sid, that bloody 5K, 4K, 3K, 2K, 1K, whatever, these teams are
5G.
going to lose.
Right.
So,
No, take that G off him. No, we
you
can't
know what I'm
give him
saying? I'm SD, man. I'm not even HD anymore. I'm SD.
It's just D. He's not HDR.
He's 720 pixel. He's not even 840. Yeah.
He's not 1080 anymore. 720p. So don't what?
Let them prove me wrong.
That's good. They will. These lot have got it in them to get one more performance. Like I said, I don't mind us getting a draw out of Liverpool. That will be. I'll take a draw. I don't want it because this is the best opportunity to beat Liverpool, in my opinion, at home. Having had the 2 games that we've come back from, the height of being in the Champions League now, round of 16. These players can't be feeling.
What you're saying, Armory TV?
Can I
Barcelona can't say that. Juventus can't say that.
That's right. Sam,
What
can
were
I
they
say
saying? What were they saying? They were telling us they're going to see us in February.
Come on, Jews. Tell him, Jews. Get out of our channel. Send him to AFTV. Armory TV. We don't want.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Right. All 3 of you. You Sam, you've just said it, right?
Yeah.
The least I expect is a draw. If you're that confident, right, and the way Liverpool are playing, why are you just expecting a draw? If they play that bad, well, I'm not, but you lot be so confident that we're going to pace them. But
I go back to the 2 performances they did have that they played well. They played well in. They played well against Manchester City. Really good game. Really played well against Manchester. I know that was at home. Because of the chances created, they've always got an opportunity. It's the same with Man United, but I don't think they're strong enough at the back to keep us out. If we had our full team, now we haven't, but I still think the home advantage for us, the euphoria of being in that round of 16, just with the fact that these players have been able to go 1-2 goals down away from home. They were 2 games away from home, and we've come back and won. Now, whether or not the crowd are going to play a massive part, I think they will, but it's seen that we can pull it out. That's why I'm just going with the victory, man. It will be tight, but I'll take a point now and 3 points leads.
This is a question for all 3 of you now, right? This is a question, and I want an honest.
It's a Sid takeover. He's not leaving the channel. He's taking it over now.
No. Take off your PAXTON ROAD TV. Take off your Tottenham jacket, Darius, Sam. Sit there. You're a neutral. You're a neutral fan, right? And you're going to be watching Liverpool against Tottenham. Look at the teams that are going to be playing on Sunday. The players all out and everything. Hand on your heart, right? Forget that we're all Spurs fans. If you was to look at that on Sunday, what would your prediction be?
Right. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be quick because I want the others to come on.
Yeah.
Based on what I saw them do against Leeds in a game where they've not, in a fixture where they notoriously win that, and the fact that they had that record at Anfield, Napoli game, we can almost forget that because Napoli didn't play their strongest, in my opinion. I don't think this is the best Liverpool team. They had the 9-0 against Bournemouth, but their result, they ain't been scoring goals. They ain't got no Jota. They've got no Diaz. Nunes is here or there. Salah, in my opinion, again, is not at the heights. Their midfield is definitely not got the legs, in my opinion, to beat our midfield. It's that wide area. Robertson, particularly, I think, is the one. Trent, if he gets forward and is allowed to get forward without having to defend, will cause problems. Darius?
I just
based
think
on what Sid said.
No, I think it's not even based on the performances that they've just had. I think it's just based on how Liverpool play, and the fact that they are going to have to try and get a win after losing 2. They're going to need to put their fullbacks in positions to actually put balls in the box to create that many chances. So there's always going to be Van Dijk, another centre back, and maybe Fabinho back left. If we can catch them on a 3v3. I think there's always a chance for Tottenham to score on a counter. We are very, very good at, transitioning that ball from back to front very quickly and efficiently. So if I was neutral, I probably would say, if I was really going hand on heart, what do I think with all the injuries? I would probably go for a draw, like a 2-2 draw. But I just think that with Spurs and the fact that they can, like you said, Sam, steal things from the depths, I think it'll probably be a 1-1 throughout the game. And then last minute set piece. I trust this team now to create something from it. So if we can get a set piece in the 89th, 90th minute, I think that's a great opportunity to score a goal now. So I think we've got more opportunities and more chances to score than people think. It just might not be, 15 amazing passes and a cross in the box and a great goal. It might be set pieces. It might be, Harry Kane turns and plays one simple ball straight through the middle of their defense and we score from it. So yeah, I'd be very interested to see who starts.
David, man. David, just chill, man. David, don't join him. Don't join him over there. Don't.
He's in the dark side, David. David.
David's gone off on a tangent.
What David's just said. Who's the three going to be for us?
Listen. We can't. We've got to trust Conte in terms of 100%. Being able to put the team out. Now, this is what managers get paid for. I'm not saying that it's an easy situation, but they've had enough time to work it out. They've had a few days to work it out. Remember, they're doing this full time. It's not like they're having to work 8 hours and then coming and doing this in the evening. This is their job. So they've got plenty of time to work this shit out. And they've got a training session yesterday, today, tomorrow to get what they need to get right. Enough. I'm not bothered about what they put out. Now, if Harry Kane's injured, then I think, we might have to reconsider. But with Harry Kane on the pitch, I think we've got enough, in my opinion, to beat a Liverpool team. No Mane, man. He was the main threat. Final thoughts, starting with you, Sean. There we go, Darius. Then we go, you.
Sean never answered the question.
Oh, sorry. Apologies. You answer the question, and then you have your final
thought. As a neutral fan.
Yes.
As a neutral fan, the best I can see Liverpool getting is a point.
Okay.
They're playing. I mean, the only game I've seen in full for Liverpool was the night they went to Manchester United, and Manchester United, who were at rock bottom, walked all over them. And we can do that. We can do that. I think the best we could get is a point. So the best they could get is a point, and I'm going for us to sneak the, like Darius has said, to sneak the 3.
David, right, I'm going to say this. I'm going to give him a little bit of a tactical analysis on this. The game's not going to be won, in my opinion, just from the strikes. It's going to be won from the wide areas. We can create from wide areas. Now, depending on who he starts, we can get goals elsewhere. We don't have to just have Harry Kane to knock him in. That's why I've gone with somebody else score. But I think Harry Kane will get an opportunity to score because their defence isn't that good. Virgil van Disney isn't that great at the moment. If they play Gomez or Matip, I don't rate those two at this moment in time. The back two, in terms of the fullbacks, fullbacks, what do you call them? Robertson I rate because he can get up and down, but Trent can't get back. He's not very quick. He's not on form. So I just think it's a massive opportunity. Massive.
And when he goes in his own box, he falls asleep. Get him at the back post. Stick Perisic up there. Perisic will eat him alive.
He'll eat him alive. We could save this Trent conversation for another day because I don't even know when Trent fell off this cliff. When did he even get onto the cliff? So
Trent, he's not even Trent Arnold anymore. I told you. He lost Arnold. That's gone. Darius, final thoughts.
Very quick, very simple. Harry Kane is going to be very important in this game. If he doesn't turn up, then yeah, my whole prediction could come spiraling down very, very quickly. But I'm confident and have a lot of faith that the system will work and Klopp will stay naive and will allow us some chances to score. And we've always got a set piece in us if we need it.
Mr. Hell, final thoughts.
I'm happy with my prediction. I'm happy that we're gonna go out there and give it a game. As I say, it might finish up with a draw, but I think we've got enough to sneak the 3 points, and then we can take the 3 points next Sunday or next Saturday against Leeds, and we're going to the World Cup break with our chests out. Come on, you Spurs!
Not David. David's not having none of it tonight. He's having none of it. You think Dyer, us going to run beyond Christ, you three have been on the drugs.
There's obviously disharmony in Leicester.
David, man, come on. Usually...
Is it the weather, mate?
I don't know what's going on. No, David, he's got some, whatever you're drinking sitting in the background, he's got some of it as well. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. Final thoughts then, Sid.
So, like I said to you, I just want them to come out and prove me wrong. This doctor tag that we keep getting when we're playing the big clubs, you know what? Let's annihilate it on Sunday, and hopefully, you know what, we beat them. But I'm not going to lie, we don't turn up against the big teams. And one interesting fact that you guys might have overseen, yeah? You know, if Harry Kane gets a yellow card, he's out of the Leeds game. He's 1 card away from suspension. So we've got
Definitely happening. That's
Yeah.
definitely happening.
That's got to be very, very careful on Sunday. Otherwise, we're going to lose him for a Leeds game, which I hope he doesn't get a yellow card.
The interesting thing will be the selections, the team.
I tell you what, if he gets a yellow card for taking his shirt off and scoring the winner, I don't care. We'll beat Leeds easily.
Yeah. He might want a game off before the World Cup anyway, so I can see him getting a sneaky yellow card potentially in that game, just so he can have 1 game rest before the World Cup. Sing, Sid, sing. Dave needs a sing song. Dave needs a sing song for real. Dave ain't happy today. Dave,
Needs a beer.
Come on, Dave. Join us on Sunday where 3K, you're going to be able to do the review show because we're at the game, me and Sid.
What time is it?
Oh, well,
4:30 kickoff, innit? So it'll be caught half 6.
4:45 on Sunday.
Yeah. Should be definitely.
Okay. We're calling out for you as well, Deji, but we know you've had to go into hiding recently for some of the streams that you've been on. So yeah, come out of hiding, Deji. We need you back, man, fam. Come on.
I'm available, Darius, on Sunday.
Sean will be there as well.
Hopefully,
right. What you saying, Faji?
Hopefully.
If it's your 3 guys' prediction, we can hopefully we can send them ferry across the Mersey. But anyway, it's not gonna happen. But let's see what happens.
Relax. Don't do it.
Here's David. David's having a laugh now, isn't he? See? Now you see what you started. You see what you started. He's having a proper laugh now. Anyway.
He's gone straight from the beer, straight onto Class A, I think.
That's enough. I think that's a bit tongue-in-cheek, having a bit of a laugh at us because of us saying that Tottenham are going to score 3 goals or whatever we said. I've said, oh, sure, only gone 1-0.
3-2, ain't you?
3 point. I've said 3-2.
Yeah.
Darius said 2-1. You said 1-2. Yeah.
1-2.
Okay.
Well, I'm testing my mic. 1-2. 1-2.
I think that's enough, gentlemen. Please make sure you like the stream if you like it. If you don't like it, press the thumbs down. But don't do that. Press the thumbs up. Make sure you also hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Look out for this lot down there over the weekend for the review show because I'll be on my way back up from London after the game. Hopefully elated. Hopefully
big
very
smile
happy.
on your face as you hit the motorway.
I don't want to see your face, Sid. So if you've got that spare seat next to you, I don't want to see your face.
Why?
I'm only joking, my friend. I'm
the Paxton. I'm the Paxton. Tottenham.
I might come and see you for that second half because I like my posh seat. It's nice, man. It's nice. It's like, oh, you can see. It's
that's
like
the problem. Sitting there eating your prawn sandwiches. That's your problem, isn't it? You bring it on here.
Spare seat next to me against Leeds, Sam.
I like the posh seats, man. The posh seats are nice. Darius, tell them about it. Tell them the seat's nice, isn't it?
I felt like I was part of the media team, mate. I thought I had a whole view of it.
They're just down there. You can do that, and you can see it. I saw what's his name the other day. Who was in the stream? He played for
Jack Pitt-Brook. No,
nah, an ex-player. I've forgotten his name. Anyway,
player.
Wave to him. He's doing commentary. Anyway, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks, David.
Christmas onions.
He's gone full loco. He's gone full loco. He's having to take the piss out of us because we're positive and only 1 negative above, but we're going to stay positive. That's it. Perisic, Kane, Gill up top. Yeah, it could be a possibility. That's enough now, guys. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, 3K. It's been a pleasure. Sid, see you at the game. Sean, Darius, if you can sort it out, we'll have a great review show because it's going to be a positive one. That is it. It's time to go. And we are...
Come on, you Spurs.